What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction, and y'all know what it is. We a few days late, but shout out to Hangover Gang, because I know y'all still rolling through. We finally catching up. We checking out Withdrawals by Tom MacDonald. Now, like I said, I'm a few days late to the game. I get it. So I've seen the thumbnails. I've seen everybody say, I know this one's going to be emotional. I think Hillbilly Reacts. Shout out to Hillbilly Reacts. Hillbilly was saying, like, this one finally topped Castles in his title and everything. So I'm excited. I mean, if we listening to some Tom coming in that Castles vibe, like, yo, you know we here for that. Shout out Hangover Gang. Shout out to the Alpha Team, man. We here for this one finally. So without further ado, we're going to check out Withdrawals by Tom MacDonald. But before we do, if you guys haven't joined the Alpha Team, hit that subscribe button down below. Ding that notification bell to get on the notification squad so that you always know when I've got some new content dropping. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the reaction. If you haven't heard the original song already, link is in the description, as well as all kinds of ways you can support the channel, get your reaction requests heard, get all kinds of merch, content, whatever you're looking for. Get all them lickies and chewies and snacks and all that stuff. We got plenty of codes down in the description, so go check out everything we got down there. But right now, I'm gonna check out this song. Why don't you go ahead and join me? We're listening to Withdrawals by Tom MacDonald, and it's trending number 6 right now. Let's get it. Oh shoot, I had this link open for a little while. Hang on, we got back up. Let's get the full effect right here.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can.
Hey, right off. Hey, we talking about some personal things. If you've ever dealt with anxiety, you've ever dealt with, you know, a lot of things because doctors just want to give you some meds, right? And he's talking right here. He's saying the doctor said to give him a call if I want to get off the meds, if I wanted to stop, if I wanted to get away from all that stuff, give him a call. We'll lower your prescription. We'll lower your dosage. We'll maybe try something else to counterbalance it for a little while, you know, slowly wean you off. He's like, no. I never called his office, man. I dumped him down the sink. I had to deal with that on my own. Hey, if you know what it's like to deal with that stuff on your own, come on.
To get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering.
Hey, and he talking right there too. He talking about being anxious. He talking about having all them feelings and stuff. And if you've lived it, you can relate, because you get to that point where you're just sitting here. It's just like a lot of people talk about my chair wiggling while I'm doing reactions and stuff like that, man. Like that it's just one of my ticks, you know. My legs constantly ticking because, like, you know, it's real, man. Like, if you've had it, if you've felt it, you know what it's like to have that constant, you know, that constant energy. It's not energy, man, because honestly it's exhausting, but, like, you know what I'm talking about. And he talking about calling all your friends and everything, no one's answering, man. I've been at those points where you come down, like, you just gagging, like gagging and heart's racing, and you're just sitting there and you need to talk to somebody, and you're just calling everybody.
Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over.
And right there, he literally going through that whole phase. Is this the moment, like, all those worries coming in, is this the moment I can't control it? Because, you know, it starts turning into that nervous energy, like, and you start thinking of things, inventing things. You have no appetite, guess the party's over, like, the party is done, we ain't playing no more. He talking about, I don't even want to eat, I don't want to do anything, like, I put myself into this ball of nervous energy.
Them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia.
He right, man.
Appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried, sick, and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor?
And my man just quit smoking too, so I know, like, this is coming on multiple things. Like, he ain't just talking about like you know, where I was going with it, but he talking about, like, you know, trying to kick that addiction, like trying to kick anything, man. And let's go.
Liver failing from the liquor pouring while the room is spinning. It ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number.
Man, my man's being too real though. And again, I mean, when you're talking about like the meds and everything people give you, like them things just as addictive as what they're trying to cure, or more addicted, like in the case of if you're talking about like anxiety meds and stuff, more addictive than what you got going on anyway. Like,
this is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Man, he talking right there. He's saying like, I'm trying to beat this. I'm trying to get through this, or I won't. It'll either go better or it'll go south. He's saying, I wish I was doing all these things, but I'm not right now. I can't right now.
Overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists. My arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me.
And how Tom, seriously, with the platform he has, as long as we've been rocking with Tom at this point, like, how does Tom always still find something deep and personal to put in his music, man? If you think about it, like, the dude bears his heart out. And a lot of people, once they hit a certain point, like, it stops being, you know, it stops being real. It stops being personal and relatable and all that because they're a superstar. And like Tom said, you know, not too long ago, don't look down. He's a superstar, right? But somehow he hit that superstar status without going to like a point where he can't be personal, he can't be real, he can't be transparent anymore. And I love that. Personally, that's one of the things I love most about Tom, is just how real he still manages to be.
Every negligence, the wear and tear my errors did, they almost had to bury me. Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't want to be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are
Hey, he's saying, I just want to stay clean, really need a reason. Somebody commented on one of my other videos the other day. They were talking about crack and addiction. And one of the things people need most is a reason. Real talk, because if you've ever battled with addiction, you know, you ain't just going to kick it because you want to. You ain't just going to kick it because you wake up one day and say, I'm going to kick this thing. You've got to find that reason, that thing that holds you accountable. Accountability. People who love you going to hold you accountable too. Come on.
Shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Yeah, you know too, what's really deep in this one is like he talking right there. He talking about that point where you shut yourself off from everyone else to overcome your demons, to get past that thing. He deleting all the numbers, not because like he's going crazy having an attack or something. Like, he deleted all the numbers because he didn't want to be tempted to go out and party with them and do what they're doing and everything, even though he wants to be. And that's true, man. You always gonna want it. It don't matter if you're coming back from alcohol, tobacco, any kind of drugs, whatever the case may be. You always still gonna want that thing. If you're an addict, if you're addicted, you always gonna still crave that thing. But it's saying no. You know what I mean?
Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it. Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying.
That's rough too. I don't know if this, I know like he built this up talking about he just quit smoking and kicked cigarettes and all that. Like, I don't think this is just talking about cigarettes though, because like I said, I mean, the early part, like, I'm kind of getting that anxiety meds. I'm kind of getting, like, you know, a lot of him tying in, like, when he quit drinking and all that stuff. Like, I'm getting more than just kicking cigarettes from this song. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that's what triggered him to write it. Like, that's what made him think about it and everything. But he's pouring a lot more in my mind what I'm taking from this, and maybe it's just me relating personal situations and stuff to it, but I'm getting a lot more than just kicking cigarettes from this.
My whole life I wanted more.
Yeah.
This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Hey, solid video. I mean, we showing, like, my man's crying in the video, my man's floating, like he's sinking, he's drowning. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of imagery in the video. Shout out to Nova, because, you know, it's got that I'm drowning. Like, and real talk, like, when you start experiencing that stuff, you feel like you're drowning. Like, you feel like you're drowning in what you're trying to get through. He's describing that personal journey. He's describing all them things. And one thing I want to say, you know, because I was mentioning, like, the anxiety stuff and, like, kicking pills and everything. A lot of people like to do that. Some people need that pill. And listen, if you need that pill, if you're at a place in your life where you're dealing with anxiety, I'm the last person who's going to say anything negative to you for seeking that kind of help that you need. But, yo, this one right here, to me, this is one of Tom's. I agree with what Hillbilly put in the title of his, and I'm gonna go watch his reaction after this. Y'all should too. But my man right here, he's coming, you know, Castles was personal, but Castles was that, you know, thinking, putting yourself in somebody else's shoes, really, like, you know, thinking about humanity song. This one right here, this one's personal to me, because it's talking about struggles and battles that I've had to go through. Not necessarily with cigarettes, because y'all know, if you know, hang out on lives or anything, like, I'm still repping that nicotine life. Like, I went from cigarettes to vaping to, you know, the little pouches and all that stuff. Like, I don't use tobacco anymore, but, you know, I understand, because I've tried to quit smoking and dipping, and, like, I've tried to cut nicotine out of my life several times in my life, and it's just so hard, man, because you get to that point, you ain't friendly, you ain't a good person to people. Like, you're grumpy, you're, you know, whatever. But he's talking real talk, especially when you couple that with, you know, Tom's quit drinking. Tom has, you know, dealt with personal demons and issues and stuff like that, and he's overcoming all that. In addition, man, it amplifies those attacks you get and all those things you're dealing with. So shout out to my man right here, kicking another habit. Shout out to my man for giving everybody an example, some encouragement, some uplifting, on top of, you know, just saying, you know, don't do these things, they're bad. Like, respect for this one, because this one hits me personally. I'm sure it hits a lot of you guys. Either way, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Do the same over on Tom's channel, even though I'm assuming most of y'all that have been here, y'all already know Tom MacDonald. But go hit him up if you haven't. Hit me up on the social media. Get down in the description. Find the link to the original video, as well as all different kinds of ways to support the channel. Get your reaction requests heard, all that stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Join the Alpha team if you haven't already. And that's really all I got. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a minute. Let me know what you think about the song down in the comments. Hope you're staying safe, taking care of yourselves. I'm DJ AlphaTyler, and I'm going to catch you guys next time. Huzzah!
Right, because the managers won't take their balls. Grab your balls, you a grown-ass man. Whining and crying like it's a party you're playing, can understand. Yeah, you repping that you go hard, rapping with no bars. Reckon you a joke, only ripping off the real stars. I got the diabolic rhyme, and you know we're gonna have one hell of a time. Stick a sip of the shine, common sense in your mind. Been on the sideline watching, aging like a fine wine inferno in your mind, like Dante in the 9-9.